Okay, well, I'll just utilize the phone and that's fine. Okay, so the thing with the diet is I'm going to allow all the different foods on there, and you're going to have to gauge through how your mucus is going to be your barometer. So instead of me legislating what type of foods you guys should eat or not eat, then I would rather put all the foods on there and you always drink J juice with it, okay? And then you gauge through your mucus whether or not it's an appropriate type of food. Because if you get mucus with certain foods, it means that you need to keep drinking the J juice and avoid that food for the time being. And then down the road, reintroduce that food back in your diet. Okay? And so, yeah, we're not going to have this very conservative diet. We are going to graduate from the holistic allopathic world of demonizing foods, and we're going to allow all foods on the diet that's FDA approved, as well as fruits and vegetables. And then you're going to gauge whether or not you should be eating that food based upon mucus. Okay, I mean, if you're already allergic to certain vegetables, say you're allergic to tomatoes, then you just stay away from tomatoes. But if someone says, "Oh yeah, I'm allergic to cabbage and kale," then you're gonna have to deal with drinking the cabbage, the fermented cabbage, or you don't do the protocol. I mean, that's basically what it comes down to it. So if you actually have an anaphylactic allergy to like peanuts, then you stay away from peanuts. But the diet, I'm going to allow fish, meat, milk, butter. I mean, I'm not going to have anything that is, yeah, I mean, I don't want you guys doing detoxes, like lemon detoxes. I don't want you guys doing anything like that where it's going to be an aggressive amount of acid. But I'm not going to say you can't have cottage cheese, you can't have cheese, you can't have this. Because now, okay, yeah, this is my phone. That's why I don't know what's going on. If it's my internet or something else is going on, I don't know. We'll see. It could be the time of day too. Hell, I don't know. But that shouldn't really matter. But that just sucks. Jesus. I'm going to have to troubleshoot that, but yeah. So I might just do small little thing, through my phone. I might do small little blurbs, not too much on my whatever. So anyway, so yeah. So just to let you know that the diet is going to be very diverse. There's going to be no discrimination. There is nothing on the diet that you can't have. Everyone is individual. Everyone has a different set of biochemistry that you're going to have to gauge and learn how to read your own body. If I tell you you can't have this, you can't have that, and you probably need it, then I'd be doing you a disservice. Okay? Especially if like with the carbs, like some people are so skinny and they need to have rice, need to have pasta, they need to have butter, they need all the different fats. And so, I don't want to keep that from anybody. Now that we have the different salt, now we have a very aggressive energizing force as far as the white salt. And so, yeah, so that's going to be then the deciding factor, that you have a more aggressive salt, and then, you could eat whatever and your body will reconcile. That's why it's not going to matter what kind of sugar. If you want to eat a little bit of sugar, a little bit of processed sugar, you have a little bit of a donut. If you want a little bit of coffee, I mean, you have addictions. You're going to have to deal with that. I mean, so there's a lot of things that you're going to have to gauge, but you always have to drink the J juice. The J juice is going to be like the number one thing. And if you have cravings for anything, it doesn't matter what it is. Okay. Do what you got to do. Drink the J juice. At some point you're not going to have those cravings, but no matter what, when you have an addiction, you're going to have to feed your addiction on some level until you change your biochemistry. And so the whole point of the J juice is to transition into changing your biochemistry. So it doesn't make sense for me to keep food from you. because I'm updating my little chart of foods to eat on the diet, and I'm like, well, the importance of the diet. I'm like, wait, hold on a second. You need sugar. Okay, it's not just the fruit sugar you need. You need all types of sugar. Sometimes fruit isn't the only sugar that you should have access to. It's okay to have a tiny donut. Let's say you have a donut, like let's say a little bit of a donut, and then you drink, then you slam some J juice right afterwards. Now you're getting the salt and the sugar, you're getting both the balance. And you should be getting waterfalls. Okay? Maybe if you have a sugar addiction, you will do the J juice and then you won't be taking that much sugar. So you won't be here's the thing. I drink this coffee that has like sugar stuff in it. And then I'll take a shot of my J juice, which is like, probiotics and salt and micro and macro nutrition. And so I'm mixing both the sugar and salt together, which is a massive form of energy. You get the sodium chloride, you get the sugar, the glucose. Okay. And so it's like, and then you will gauge what's going to be good for you, because that's the reason why we have the industry to begin with, because people learn how to make a market of discrimination. Right, Elizabeth? It makes sense to me too. So I'm writing, this part of my book, and I'm like, my God, I have just fruits and vegetables and raw seeds, raw nuts, and good oils. And I'm like, and I added oil and butter, and I added carbs, sugar, and milk, and I added meat, eggs, and fish. And I'm like, well, why would you stay away from that? Rice and pasta and all of that? Yeah, you can have, like, everything is in moderation. If you have acid imbalances, like as far as where you had like major sugar addictions, then you drink a bunch of the J juice. You can still eat your sugar because you still need it, but you drink a bunch of the J juice. It's going to help release the excess acids that you've been holding on to, and it's going to then help you absorb what you need. And then you're not going to be as craving for sugar or craving for certain things. Okay, but we did the protocol in the beginning the holistic way because it was a transition. We played the discrimination game. I needed you to see, for me too, what it was that was acidic, what was minerals, and what was like hormones, like, with meat and everything. And you need hormones, you need minerals, you need sugar, you need all of that. And so there's no sense in me denying you on a universal level, no different than what they're doing in the holistic allopathic world. They're denying you on a universal level, saying that, oh no, meat is bad, oh no, sugar is bad, oh no, salt is bad. I mean, when you look at it, the holistic world has basically demonized everything that you guys need, your body needs. They've demonized the salt, they demonized the sugar, they demonized meat, they even demonized certain vegetables. Oh no, you can't have cabbage because it's too much of this and too much of that. Okay, so now we have to be consistent, which means that we're not going to play the diet game. Now what we're doing is we're bringing in the electrolytes, we're bringing in the probiotics, we're bringing in the cabbage and kale, the micro and macro nutrition, and it's fermented down to a pre-digested state, and it's in a liquefied form. So it's not a sauerkraut where it's a side dish. It is actually something that's going to flood your system and induce autophagy or autophagy. It will induce apoptosis, which is basically the cell programmed cell death, whatever. Autophagy is the purging of the things that don't belong in the body. And so, that's really all you need. And then you will gauge through mucus, okay, and through mucus, whether or not you should be eating that food. Because, if you have an imbalance in your hormones or a hormonal imbalance and you eat some meat, you're gonna have like some mucus. As soon as you eat a food, it's going to, especially when you drink the J juice and then you eat a certain food that your body already has too much of that mineral or too much of that hormone or too much of that acid, your body will go into mucus. And so then you stay away from that food until you get your biochemistry balanced out. So it's able to handle that food and it releases the excess that is causing your issues. And then you could eat a steak. Then you can eat, a donut without going into, mucus, anaphylaxis type of stuff. Yeah, Dee Dee, isn't it amazing? So now instead of saying, okay, down the road, you can eat whatever the hell you want, you could eat whatever the hell you want right now But you have to listen to your body. You have to listen to your body. So that is one of the biggest, most important things ever. That's one of the biggest, most important things ever that I just had a revelation. Because I'm looking up sugar and salt, and you need sugar. I've already made a distinction that there isn't a type of sugar that's more that is healthier than others. So you need sugar, you need salt, you need hormones, you need minerals. Well, what the hell are we doing with this damn diet? Eat whatever. So I'll just, I'm not even going to say just everything in moderation. So there's nothing that you can't eat. I'll point out, raw seeds, I'm not going to even say that you can't have anything. Okay? You can have everything as long as it's FDA approved or it's a fruit and vegetable. Just don't be eating massive amounts of lemons. Don't take too many lemons. Don't eat, it's everything in moderation. But if you're going to do anything like that, then drink the J juice. But I can't see you guys drinking lemon water. You're not trying to create a detox. You're not trying to wash your body with lemon water or anything else that is a food. You're not trying to eat so much garlic to do anything. You can season your food a little bit with the garlic. But I think we had to do that. I think we had to play the discrimination game so we can break these foods down to understand what they were made of and that they are, a type of mineral or heavy metal. They are a type of acid. They're a type of hormone. They are a type of fatty acid, amino acid, protein. They are a type of fungus, and everything that your body needs is in the food supply. So there's no reason to discriminate. And so, yes, I am changing the book and saying you eat whatever you want. However, be mindful that you could have imbalances, and if you have mucus, so I'm going to put the mucus part of the food, so that way you know that when you eat a food and you get mucus, and you see that there is a correlation. Let's say, it's not like you did the J juice and got mucus. No, you went out to eat somewhere, and I went out to eat at a restaurant, and I got major mucus from the oil. Oh yeah, Martin. From the oil, from the fried foods. I felt really, really sick that day. Like all this mucus coming out because I ate at this restaurant. But it was not because the food was bad. It was because of the fact that it had so much of a certain mineral or so much of a certain fatty acid. And so my body wasn't really equipped to handle that deluge. And so I needed to stay away from that until I got my body healed and sealed. And then I was able to go back to that same restaurant, eat the same food, and there was no mucus. And if I did have any kind of mucus after eating, every time I eat right now, I get a little bit of mucus because the body is regulating. It's getting rid of any excess, but I don't have an inordinate amount of mucus after eating. When you have a lot of mucus after eating, you feel stuffed up like you just caught a cold. That is I would say that's kind of like an excessive reaction from that food because your body is already overabundant. So that is going to be amazing. So I'm going to put mucus underneath this okay. And as far as my stupid, I don't know, I'm going to give it to you. I thought I solved it, but I don't know why it's skipping again. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Maybe it's the time of day too. I don't know. Because the internet did go off today for a minute. Connected and secured. I don't understand. I don't know. But I mean, the picture is better, or it's just the sound. So I don't know. I'll maybe have to deal with the sound card or something. So, but anyways, damn, I gotta take it back to Best Buy. But that's okay. That's fine. I'll do it. I will figure it out. But I'll use my phone until I can figure out what's wrong. And I've done all my troubleshooting as far as my laptop. So I will take it back to Best Buy and tell them to figure out what the hell is wrong until I get it right. And that's fine. So anyways, I wanted to offer that to you guys. And that's it. You guys have a good day. Bye.